Hey guys, Danielle Collins here, just reporting on the month that was November. Thanks for joining me. Jumping straight into sales, at the time of recording this, we're sitting on 45 properties advertised for sale in Port Hedland and South Hedland. As always, we see most of that stock sitting in South Hedland, much lower proportion sitting in Port. The month of November produced 32 recorded under offers by all agencies. Happy to report that 23 of those were conducted by Team Hedland First National and 14 by my direct team. Out of the 14 recorded under offers that my team did see for the month of November, happy to report that 12 of those 14 sold for asking price or more. And when I say more, a lot of them sold for in excess of 40 to 50,000 over asking price with a lot of competition. It appears that since the first home buyers grant was increased from 450,000 up to 600,000 on the 1st of October, it has really created a frenzy amongst the buyers, pushing the whole market up. We're seeing literally 4 or 5 offers on any well-priced and presented homes, which is creating the strong prices and strong sale results. For the month of November, we also saw 12 recorded settlements in my team, of which 9 of them went to investors and only 3 to owner-occupiers. So that was a really interesting mix. I do see a lot more owner-occupiers coming through, and I think that's going to be the majority of our settlements for December and January. Jumping into leasing, guys, at the time of recording this, we're sitting on 62 recorded properties on realestate.com. As always, most of that stock is in South Hedland to a much smaller proportion in Port Hedland. Fun fact, it is also 20 more properties than what is actually advertised for sale right now as well. Hedland First National saw 17 properties go under application for the month of November. 1,800 was our highest lease. This was for a rebuilt 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom with a pool, stunning gardens, and in an amazing location of South Hedland. So it was a strong lease, but we are seeing fewer leases executed as we start to wind down for the year and what will be 2025. Before I jump into industry stats, guys, I just wanted to say a massive congratulations on the Year 12s that just graduated for 2025 through Hedland Senior High School. This was my 11th year of sponsoring the Quiet Achievers Award, and that went to Gianella this year, which was super exciting, not only for her, but also for the 126 graduating Year 12s that went through our high school. Well done and congratulations, and thank you again for having me for my 11th year. Industry news, guys, as always, jump onto my social media page. All of these stories are there and in a lot more detail and live time. Guys, just like we're counting down to Christmas, it's also the countdown to the final buyback. If you are in the West End, you literally only have a matter of weeks to wrap up your deal if you wish to sell back to the buyback scheme. If you do not, that's okay as well, but it will officially come to a close at the end of December. If you are in this region or area and you'd like some advice or just understanding, please reach out because you've only got a few more weeks. There was a lot around Lumsden Point, guys. We're obviously hitting major milestones, and that's progressing really, really well on a daily basis. The port actually allowed for a site tour for those that were lucky enough to get tickets, which was super cool. Piling has begun for the 2 multi-user wharfs, so that's really cool as well. But there's been a lot around the progression of what's going on with Lumsden Point. BHP also saw its first electric-powered locomotive fleet come in via boat and obviously craned off. So we're seeing that. It's all in an emissions to going green. So that was really cool to see them. And we're eagerly watching to see how the electric world takes over the diesel. Well, also on BHP, we saw some pretty cool images, actually, of where they are rebuilding one of their car dumpers at the moment. On your screen, you'll see just the scale of this project with all the people lined up just against one of the moving parts. So this is super cool. And obviously, that's another ticket item, massive ticket item, that will allow them to increase their production. And finally, guys, the Port Hedland Airport saw massive upgrades to its major runway. Well needed. Obviously, we are so far from the regional cities that our major transport needs are via air. So with the amount of flights that are coming in on a daily basis, that's well overdue, but super cool and lit up like a Christmas tree. And that's a wrap, guys. I guess a few things to take note just before we lead into Christmas is it is coming into the Christmas season. Now, I am personally here. I'm not going away, so real estate still happens. However, just be aware that contractors are starting to tether away. So whether it be photography, whether it be building inspectors, pest inspectors, things like this, you just need to be very aware that as we do come into the Christmas and New Year periods, that we will be on a skeleton staff. With all that said, guys, our days on market, if you're on the market for longer than 2 weeks, there's something wrong. Either your price is wrong or you're not listening to your agent, because things are moving so quickly. If you do listen to your agent, not only will you get your ask price, but possibly more. Right now, the buyer activity is ridiculous, the best it's been in over a year. So if you are considering selling, please reach out. But as always, if we can help you with your property goals, whether it's sales, leasing or commercial, you know where to find us. Merry Christmas, and we'll see you in the new year.